What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just got off the phone with my buddy. He gave me a good idea. He's like, Trev, what do you think happens to these cryptocurrencies when they, because they've let us know what the next crisis is? So what happens when the next crisis comes along? Because let's be real, the newest and latest variant of the last crisis is weak sauce. Okay, Alec Baldwin has killed more people than the latest medical thing. So, man, I hate censorship. It's gonna be cool when I can refer you guys over to the other platform and be like, hey man, we're on the new internet. Get over there. No more censorship. We can say what's up. But nonetheless, he's like, look, man, everyone knows it's cyber attack is next, right? Like, yeah, I mean, not everyone knows, but like we know, like, you and I, we know. Okay, so you and I know. Cyber attack is next up. What happens to cryptocurrencies in that moment? I'm like, oh, dude, they dump. like they dump so hard. And he's like, exactly. So like the institutions and like the elites can like buy them up and they're going to buy the crap out of them. He's like, honestly, dude, I think like right now just buying silver is like the best play. And then cyber attack happens, silver rips, and then crypto dumps. And then I back the truck up on crypto. And I'm like, yo, well played. I mean, if that ends up like, if that speculation ends up really working out, it could be a nice way to play it. But also if you think through like cyber attack, like depends on what areas have rolling blackouts or total, like it depends, like are there credit card processors up? Do your gas station pumps work? Do the lights work? Like how bad is it? Like if it's like a worldwide, like nets down, power is down, that could get interesting. Like I was saying, like there's no ice cream after like 2 hours, 3 hours of that, like maybe if you guys are pumping up generators, so they can save the ice cream for a little bit longer. But, 3 weeks in, we got no ice cream, nothing frozen. Like it could be pretty gnarly, pretty fast. And, but I don't know if that helps them with their Fed coin pitch. Like if after, like, then that all fixes itself later one day, if it does. It's getting hilarious. Sorry I laughed at it, but I just find it like, I don't want to put out a bunch of FUD on this channel, which is like a bunch of fear, indecision, and doubt, because this is like the best time ever. Like we're literally at the end of like the longest bull run in equity history of the world. Like we're watching money printers just whine out, like money printer go burr, baby. And it's just like, this never happened in the history of the world. There's never been this much debt in the history of the freaking planet combined as there is right now. So we're like living on like this fault line of like, that was the old world and whatever comes in this decade is going to be freaking gnarly. There's no need to be scared about it. There's just, prepare for it. Look where you're weak. You're never going to be bulletproof everywhere, but you just got to start like looking, how do I get more sovereign? How do I get more, how can all these different crises in the world make me stronger? And that's what you got to do. And I just think my buddy's play there is really interesting. I'd be really interested in hear what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty smart. It would definitely rip. But then if that were to happen, what's their pitch for bringing in FedCoin? Because my idea with FedCoin is like, you're going to need the peasants too who beg for it. Right? You can't just go to them and be like, guys, new plan. We're fully enslaving everybody. We're going to know every transaction that's ever happened. It's going to be like Big Brother 1984, but way better. Like, so anyway, just adopt FedCoin, cash is out of society, guys. Like it is what it is. Like this isn't China. Like it's harder to pull that stuff off. So, India had a smart plan with getting cash out of society where they were like, hey, $100 bills are illegal because drug dealers, got to get those gone. And, $20 bills and things like that, whatever their denominations are, will be treated differently. If you put it in the bank, it'll have a tax. If you pull it out of the bank, it'll have a tax. Basically, just don't transact in cash. It's going to be easier to go digital. And India has basically moved their entire population at this point to a fully digital currency, as has China for the most part. Which makes me really bullish on like physical bullion, because I always say like I'm not selling my silver or gold, like I'm spending it. like I'm buying stuff with it, man. Like I'm waiting for opportunities to just go about and like just start collecting it. So, and by collecting, I mean like collecting assets, like just like looking around and like just finding assets that I, want to buy, things that make money, things that make cash flow. That's what I'm looking to do with it. But if they did a cyber attack prior, wouldn't that just totally crush their FedCoin thing? Because my idea on the FedCoin is you let this inflation rip, just let the inflation rip. And then what happens is you raise the interest rates. And you and I both know when they raise the interest rates, the economy will dump. Imagine like what it does to the new car market. Imagine what it does to the housing market. Imagine what it does to all prices everywhere. Imagine what it does to the price of stocks. I mean, you just raise interest rates. Imagine what it does to the price of 10-year treasury bills, 30-year treasury bills that have 1%, 2% interest payments. All of a sudden now you got 15% interest or 5%. It doesn't have to be crazy like Paul Volcker went like that, 20%. Doesn't have to be crazy like that, but eventually, you know, it might have to. Everything dumps, and then you come out and you go, we, the elites, have a plan. All the peasants download the FedCoin app, and we will send you free FedCoin because we love you. And you just give them like a George W. thing. You're like, hey, these guys crushed these towers. Don't worry about number 7. And don't pay attention to that one. These guys are over in Afghanistan, but we're going to Iraq. You're like, I'm confused. I'm not good at geography. Like, I don't, wait a second. I don't get it. But nonetheless, how would they pull that off? I want to hear from you guys in the comments. How do they pull off FedCoin? How's that going down? And will there be a cyber attack beforehand? I think it makes sense. They need another crisis. This one, they already milked this one for everything they got out of it. Like we're basically done. I mean, Alec Baldwin has a higher kill count. So, but it wasn't Alec. Remember that, because he's super lefty. You know, like it's never his fault. It's never, you know, it's not that. It's not. No, it was the gun's fault. It was, you know, it was obviously this object's fault. Not me. I'm not responsible for that stuff. Wouldn't it be fun if we didn't live in a fake and gay society and you could actually just fix these problems like at a drop of a hat, like the Old West? And you didn't have to go through the BS process of like all the bot judges and everything else. Anyway, I'm ranting. Another video. Need a podcast. I can just rant. They can't take it down and we can say some real shit on there. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, commenting below, and subscribing. If this is your first time on the channel, maybe circle back around. You know, maybe circle back. That circle back girl. I need an editor too, where we can just play like circle back girl. Send me circle back girl. Like I need like a 5-second clip. I can just insert Jen. Circle back, and he just have a good catchy thing. Anyway, all right, it's getting crazy now. Peace out, guys.